Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mini Scroll, the daily internet culture podcast bringing you the biggest stories from social media, the creator economy, and the digital space every Monday through Thursday and sometimes Fridays. I'm your host, Lauren Meisner, the founder of the youth digital media brand, Centennial World. Welcome back to Mini Scroll, everyone. Okay, thank you guys so much for everyone who signed up to our Patreon yesterday. Reminder, we now have a Patreon. It is $5.99 Australian dollars per month. You guys will get a minimum of 3 pieces of extra content a month for that, as well as a private Discord chat and lots of other perks. So please sign up. And also, we try to sync our Patreon to our Spotify feed so that if you guys are subscribed, it will just go into Spotify automatically as a paid, like locked video or episode, But we host on Spotify for creators, and for some reason, if you host your podcast on Spotify for creators, you actually cannot sync your RSS feeds up. Like you can't sync 2 feeds up. So we have actually created a totally separate RSS feed on Spotify for our Patreon. It's called Centennial World Patreon. And if you guys are Patreon members and you have the same email that signed up to Patreon and your Spotify, then if you guys go subscribe to that feed, it will automatically pull through for that. Although it won't be videos, I believe, because it's through Patreon, like it's hosted through Patreon. So it will just be like the audio of the podcast. But if you guys prefer to listen to episodes, like on Spotify instead of on the Patreon app or whatever, then you guys can go do that. Okay, the first story that I have for you guys is there's some Aussie feuding going on between TikTok creators, Elle, Eastern Suburbs mom, and regarding Cindy. So Elle, Eastern Suburbs mom, she makes lifestyle content and also content parodying rich Eastern Suburbs moms. So for any non-Australian listeners, the Eastern Suburbs refers to Sydney's inner city beach adjacent suburbs like Bondi, Bronte, Wallara, Double Bay. There's a bunch of them. And it's the most expensive. I was going to say the most expensive place to live in Sydney, but I'm going to actually argue it's probably the most expensive place to live in the country. And Cindy is actually a Canadian-born fashion creator who now lives in Australia. Same girl, minus the fashion creator. So yesterday, a video from an influencer event came out that showed Elle screaming at Cindy across the venue. It was caught on video because another influencer in attendance was getting someone to basically video her while she was posing at the media wall. And this fight broke out while she was getting this content. And so then the video pans to the fight, and then that was posted to TikTok. In the video, you can hear Elle screaming that she can dish it, but she can't take it, and calling Cindy a prostitute. I think it's well known, or at least speculated, that Cindy is a sex worker. I'm not sure if it's confirmed.
She wants to dish it, but she can't take it. Yeah? Hey, yeah, because I'm so fucking. You want to dish it, you can't take it, you want to fuck around, say, yeah. Hey, tell your prostitute girlfriend, yeah, to shut the fuck up.
Elle also posted her own content at this event, talking about how Cindy was there.
You guys, so I'm at an event and Cindy's here, right? And she made these
Sorry, sweetheart, before I send a cease and desist tomorrow, hun.
babe, send a fucking cease and desist.
That would be great.
A cease and desist for what?
We'll send it to
Why don't you tell everyone what FPM means?
honey.
Do you want to tell everyone what FPM means? Tell everyone what FPM means. Babe, maybe tell everyone what FPM is and go back to working the streets, babe. Go back to working the streets because you clearly fucking need to.
This public fight has brought up a lot of discussion about what happened. So here is the background. Elle and Cindy used to be good friends, but earlier this year, Elle unfollowed Cindy seemingly out of the blue. Elle then posted content talking about how she had a friend who refused to stop going to a restaurant after Elle was sexually assaulted by the owner of the restaurant. Fans realized that this was Cindy, and once this was brought into the public, Cindy posted on Instagram to her close friends a bit of a rant about Elle. After this video went viral and they saw each other at this event, Elle posted a screen recording of that close friends story that Cindy posted, like that rant that she posted on her close friends. Elle posted this on TikTok. So here's a clip.
After she said she was sexually assaulted by the owner who owns part of China Doll. Like, these girls are not fucking normal in the head. Like, that is literally what she's starting online drama with me and unfollowed me for. Like, you're crazy, man. So she's trying to create a bit of drama online and obviously something for her podcast because she has nothing relevant in her life, anything going on. She's miserable in her marriage. Her kids are driving her nuts. She doesn't have a nanny. You're just like one of them. You're just like FPM. Like, you're just a typical troll. And the fact that we're under the same management, and it's like, if you had an issue with me, call me. Don't let me find out that I'm at PE Nation and everyone's like, oh, did Elle unfollow you? It's like, over that, and they love to start drama, and it's a big fucking awakening. And this is why the circle is very small these days. It's like, are you fucking serious, bro? Like, this girl is starting online drama because I told her I wouldn't stop going to China Doll after she said she was sexually assaulted by the owner who owns part of China Doll. Like, these girls are not fucking normal in the head.
Elle also shared a screenshot of an alleged text message that she got from Cindy after the sexual assault about going to the restaurant. Again, she posted this on TikTok. So this is what the alleged text message says. So it's, again, from Cindy to Elle. Morning, bub. Hope you slept well. We left things off in a weird way yesterday, and I thought I would text you to assure you today that I wasn't in any way saying the man who sexually assaulted you was in the right at all. I had stated I have gone to his restaurant, China Doll, many times with our friends, and it is a good restaurant in Sydney. Many could admit that. I don't know the man who owns it or what happened to you that night. You had briefly told me the story a few months ago, but it's clearly not okay, and I never said I was okay with that happening to you or to anyone in the matter of fact. I'm almost 30 years old. I have gone through problems in life I wouldn't wish on anyone. Us bickering about something that was misrepresented is not what I need to be doing at my big old age because it seems petty and I don't accept pettiness in my friendships, so I apologize if you felt attacked in any way. It was not my intent at all. So this was from September 2024. I presume Elle posted this to prove that Cindy did know about this situation and, they'd spoken about it before. So the internet is unsurprisingly collectively on Elle's side. However, there are some people who felt like her shaming Cindy for doing sex work while being mad at her for not kind of taking her sexual assault seriously was low. So one commenter on Reddit wrote, "Isn't it a bit paradoxical that Elle's pissed at Cindy for not believing her about being SA'd, and her big revenge plan is to publicly drag and humiliate Cindy for being a sex worker? Honestly, it just makes me lose respect for Elle. Comes off as really immature, vindictive, and showing a complete lack of emotional control." And there's also a lot of comments about how this is a lot more interesting than the Real Housewives of Sydney, which I'm going to be honest is true. However, the content matter of this quote unquote drama or feud is dark. And I don't actually think that we should be comparing, what's happened here and why these women are fighting to a petty reality TV show. It makes me feel a bit icky when I see that comment, that comparison. I understand it's tongue in cheek. I get what people are trying to say, but I just think these women are fighting about something really serious. And I just don't think that it's a super appropriate subject matter to make that joke about. Okay, the next story that I have for you guys, millennial optimism is trending. We're cool again, you guys. I don't know if we were ever cool, but we're cool now. Okay, so TikTok users are making nostalgic fan edits of late 2000s, early 2010s. And while this isn't necessarily new, the romanticization of millennial optimism specifically is what's new about this. So these fan edits focus on how hopeful millennials seemed at that time, and they really pull on the fact that Gen Z never had the luxury to have that hopeful experience at all. These edits are set to the song Blood by the Middle East, which is actually a very grim song if you listen to the lyrics, but the actual music itself is almost like that background music that you would see in OG lifestyle vlogs. That's what it reminds me of. It's so millennial. So it's all about romanticizing indie twee aesthetic, Obama era hopefulness, fun BuzzFeed work, startup culture, that era, and the hopefulness that we all felt during it is what is being romanticized. And I don't know, I've seen a lot of millennials in the comments saying we were so broke here, this was our way of coping too, you guys don't get it. But I mean, I was a peak millennial during that time. I was in my early 20s at the time. I completely agree with Gen Z that sure, even if things felt confusing at that time and hard and we had our own problems entering into adulthood and financially and all of that stuff, culturally, there still was very much an element of hope for the future. And things felt so good between like 2010 and 2015. I've also seen some comments from Gen Z on these videos saying that, like, while on one hand they wish that they had this, on the other hand, it would be even more painful to have had kind of this like hopeful era entering adulthood and then that be ripped away from you. On the other hand, like that would just be so much worse. And that makes me feel so sad for like honestly just all of us, like millennials, Gen Z, just like all of us. It's so sad. I'm going to say this is probably really delusional of me, but I truly believe that we are going to find that hopefulness again. Like I actually think the pendulum has swung way too far one direction and it is going to have to swing back. That's how it's always been. I don't know, maybe this is just my like millennial optimism, like coping with the world coming out. I don't know. I know that the problems that we're facing right now are so significant, but I really do believe the pendulum will swing back and we will find that optimism, that hopefulness, and Gen Z will get a piece of that. Like, I really do believe that. Reminder, if you guys like mini scroll or infinite scroll, please rate, review, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 1,000 Spotify star ratings by the end of the year. Please, it helps us so much. Okay, the next story that I have for you guys is a little quick one, but I had to mention this. The Wall Street Journal has done a full profile on Simone, the woman who runs Timothée Chalamet's fan account, Club Chalamet. Club Chalamet has their own full profile with like a photo shoot. These photos, if you guys are watching, I'll put some on the screen. Iconic. It's actually amazing. It's so camp that I actually think like her presence and how she's been operating online over these past couple of years. At first, people were like, girl, you're so mean. Like there was a lot of judgment around her. And to be fair, like some of her critiques were really mean. But people like love her now, like because she is so camp. The internet's done a total 180 on her and everybody is like, okay, you know what? Actually, maybe I'm a fan. I need to read some of these amazing pull quotes. Okay, so the headline is the Gen Xer who became Timothée Chalamet's biggest and most divisive fan with the most iconic headline photo you've ever seen in your life. Okay, this is a quote from her. I'm not ashamed of my fan activity. I'm not a stalker. I'm not weird. Simone Cromer, 59, who started Club Chalamet, a Timothée Chalamet fan account on social media in 2018. Quote, I can't change the fact that I was born in 1966. I don't want to be a 24-year-old white girl running Club Chalamet. I am who I am. She really hit that one, that nail on the head there. Like, if it wasn't her, it would be a 24-year-old white girl running this account. I love it. I didn't anticipate, expect, or want this kind of attention. I'm just a fan at the end of the day. Honestly, she's so real for this. God forbid a Gen X woman has a hobby. Am I right? I love it. You guys have to read the profile. It's so iconic. I don't know. We cover Club Chalamet so much on this podcast. I actually would love to have her on. That would be crazy. Maybe we'll try and get that in the works in 2026. Okay, the last thread that I have for you guys, this one's more for me because I'm such a beauty girl, but I need to talk about how Zara Larsson is everywhere and her makeup artist has fast become the star of her tour. So I don't know if anyone else is being spammed by Zara Larsson Midnight Sun content right now, like her tour content right now, but the album and the tour is really catapulting her to new heights of success. It's kind of giving me Sabrina Carpenter vibes where she's been in the industry for so long and had some really like early hits and early success, but never became that household pop star name that she wanted to be. And now, after basically a decade of slogging it out, she's finally getting that moment. There are two things from this tour that have helped her achieve this major moment. First is the Lush Life dance. So when Zara performs Lush Life, which is her biggest hit on tour, she will often invite a fan up to like sing and dance with her. In general, these fan moments at concerts usually do well on TikTok, as we know, but one fan in particular has really helped cement this part of the show as like an iconic viral moment now in Zara's entire career. During her Netherlands performance, a fan named Julia wrote in big letters on her phone, I know the dance. So she got picked. And when she got pulled up on the stage, did she ever know the dance? Like she danced like her life depended on it. It was so good. Now she has so many followers. People are obsessed with her. Like this went truly viral. So like I said, this dance went viral. Now the Lush Life dance has gone viral. It's become this like viral sensation that people wait to see from each show. Kind of like, again, Sabrina Carpenter's Juno positions or like Taylor Swift's Red Hat. And then the second thing that has really helped catapult Zara Larsson to superstardom on this tour is her makeup artist, Sophia Sinat. I cannot even describe how obsessed I am with the looks that Sophia has created for Zara's tour. They're so bright, they're so colorful, they're filled with gemstones, they're glittery, they're sparkly. Like, I can't get enough. That is literally what I want my makeup to look like every single day. And the fans can't get enough either because Sophia's looks are racking up millions of views and likes online. Everyone is saying that she is bringing back like full throttle pop star glam. And yeah, she is building such a name for herself off the back of this tour. And I really like seeing both of them kind of rising together. Zara Larsson's obviously been very famous for very long, but she is one of those pop stars, and she said this as well in her documentary, that like people know her songs, but nobody knows her name, and they don't know that like she is the one that sang that song. And I feel like that is what is changing for her right now. So about the makeup style and how she's designed Zara Larsson's makeup for the tour, this is what Sophia said to Glamour UK. Quote, "Even though I really love natural beauty, I feel like everyone has been looking exactly the same lately. We're all following each other and end up with the same aesthetic. It's just not in beauty. Interior design, product design, fashion, everything has become more neutral and clean, which can be beautiful and futuristic, but we've pushed it so far that we've left little room for individuality. It's interesting because biologically, color activates the visual cortex more strongly and boosts dopamine, which can make us feel more energized, creative, and emotionally connected compared to neutral tones. Makeup is the place where I can be playful and expressive, and I want to experiment endlessly." I couldn't agree more. As a color girly, I couldn't agree more. Nothing makes me feel as happy as a bright color. Like a bright pastel. Oh my God. Especially in a makeup look. Inject that into my veins. Like, I wish that I could achieve these looks myself. Anytime I try a colorful look on myself, I mean, obviously, I could never do anything like Sophia's doing for Zara, but yeah, I feel like I don't quite know my color palette well enough to be able to achieve something like this. I'm also not a makeup artist, but oh my God, if I could, I would wear looks like this every single fucking day. I love it so much. Anyways, guys, that's it for Mini Scroll today. Thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe. Please sign up to our Patreon. I love you, and Annabelle will talk to you guys tomorrow, and then I will talk to you on Thursday. Bye.